Righto, it's midwinter here in South Australia, so I'm working inside by the heater, keep myself a little bit warm. And there's plenty. Well, there's not much going on about how to put a DMO2 controller back in the box, if you like. And as you can see here, this is one I've just taken out. I've put in a new controller. The speed sensor didn't work, the light sensor didn't work, the brake sensor didn't work. And so, small guess, it's those wires which got mashed as I was putting it together. So this is my next attempt, replacement controller, to put it together. I'll solder that other one back up and use it as a spare for myself and my family. Now, what I've done is, I'm pretty sure these are the hall sensor wires or whatever. I've got them wrapped around, neatly shoved in the gap here. Now, the thing to do is to leave these screws just a little bit loose so you can work them in gently and, side by side down there. Poke it down, poke the wire down, and then that gets that loop of wire just around there and them out of the way. Then this beastie here is poked down, straight up and down in this side. And you can't really see it there, but it's poked down. Now I've got the torque sensor here, and that's the final hurdle. But everything else I've got wrapped up and pretty neatly in the little cradle here. It's all clear of the metal bits, and then the little clamp there screwed down. Now it pays. The wiring looms have got multiple strands, of course, going into the sheaths here, and so it pays to have them right at the edge. Otherwise, it's a bit too thick to try and squeeze through. And then, of course, the power lines you can't do much about. And the phase wires, so the ones that connect to this, I've got them stuffed right in down below, coming around so you can see the plug there, and so they're coiled in there. So getting everything as much as possible out of the way, so that what you've got coming through this cradle bit is a neat straight line and as tight as possible. And now I've got a rubber band around it just to keep everything a little bit in place. And I hope, I'm not going to promise anything, but I hope this will be right. The proof will be in the testing. But there's a few ideas on how to manage the spaghetti wires and the DMO2. If I had my time again, I'd almost just go for the 750 DMO1. Sure, it's a bigger motor, but it's so much easier. The DMO ones are so much easier to replace the controllers on, and they're a more robust motor. The DMO2 is great. I love it, but replacing controllers, as you can see, it's a spaghetti fest and a mess. That's it.